I'm going to give you a little bit of a primer. So we have scholarships, bursaries, and awards. Scholarships, they're based on academic performance. So if you do well, so if you get good marks, you can potentially qualify for some great opportunities in order to help finance your education. A bursary is based on financial need. We have a few bursaries available for you, like our entrance bursary or our travel bursary. These are based on financial need. So if you demonstrate financial need on an application, everybody has some financial need. But if you demonstrate that on an application, it's possible that you could receive some money in order to help finance your education. And lastly, we have awards as well too. So based on, we look at your marks, so your academic performance, but we also look at that financial need component. So there's a little bit of mixture in there. Now with that, as I was talking about academic performance and scholarships, I hope you really have been able to look at our entrance scholarship grid. So if you can see this on the screen, 95% or an over, you can receive free tuition for up to 4 years. So that's renewable for 4 years. That's a really, really great way of financing your education. So in order to qualify for any of these levels of scholarship, as you can see, 90 to 94.4, it's 2,500, and below is 1,250, and below that is 750, renewable for up to 4 years. All of our scholarships are renewable at the face value. So it's a really, really great way of financing your education. So we go with our offers in 3 rounds. So you're going to be hearing from us in March. You're going to be hearing from us again potentially in May, and then again potentially in July. And the reason why we do that is we want to provide you the highest offer that we can potentially provide you. So we look at your top 3 final grade 12 U or M marks in March, and we base our scholarship off of that. So you could take 3 marks in grade 12 U or M courses and end up with a free tuition scholarship potentially. We then look again in May, and we'll look at your top 6 grade 12 U or M marks, both midterms and finals, mixed, to see if your average has gone up. If it's gone up, we'll give you a higher offer. If it's gone down, we're still going to give you that highest offer, because our highest offer is our final offer. And then lastly, we're going to look one more time in July with all of your final marks, your grade 12 U or M's top 6 marks, and we will provide you another offer at that point if your scholarship has gone up. So if it's gone up, we'll give it to you. If it's gone down, we'll never take a scholarship away that we've offered out to you. So this is a really, really great way of financing it. And as I had mentioned, all of our scholarships are renewable. So you can look at our scholarships and potentially renew them for up to 4 years for or your first degree here at Lakehead University, whichever comes first. So it's a great way of looking at getting some money.
It is, and it's really important too that when we do send that offer, make sure you look at where you're at and where you could go, right? So if you're sitting at an 89, well, that means you're getting $5,000 over 4 years.
Yeah.
That just means you need to bump up 1% to get $10,000 over 4 years, right?
Exactly.
So you're doubling your money just by upping your grades
That's
by
exactly
1%, right?
Yeah. You can,
and likewise, if you were offered that 10,000 and you fall down to an 89, you're keeping your 10,000, right?
10,000.
We're not taking that money away; it's already yours.
Our
Once you have that
highest
paper
offer,
in your hand, that's yours.
Our highest offer is our final offer. So another one for people that are living within the Northwestern Ontario or Simcoe County regions, we have our Northwestern Ontario and Simcoe County Citizen Scholarship. So this is a really great scholarship. It's one award, or 10 awards, sorry, for $3,000 each, and it's non-renewable, so it's available for 1 year only. Now with that, we're looking to outreach to your guidance counselors, and we're going to ask them for people to be nominated for this. And so we are in the process of doing that now, and if they nominate you, you're going to then hear from us to say, hey, fill out this form and then submit it back to us so that we can assess you. And those forms are due March 2nd. So if you get nominated by your guidance counselor, and if you're speaking with your guidance counselor, ask them about this. And if you're in the Northwestern Ontario region or Simcoe County region at any of those high schools, check them out and speak with your guidance counselors about that. So you need an 85% average minimum in order to potentially receive this one. And then on top of that, you need to have some sort of community and high school involvement. So being out in the community and showing some dedication. And so that's the citizenship aspect of it. So we look at your marks, but we also look at other areas that you've done well. So this is a great way of helping to finance your education. And with that, you could potentially receive this one with our general entrance scholarship. So one of those $2,500 or the 5,000, the 10,000, or the the $3,000 scholarships. So you could receive those in junction. Now with that, you wouldn't necessarily be able to get it with the free tuition, just because we would provide you the cost of your tuition in that case. So it's a great way, regardless of keeping helping to finance your education. Now, if we look at this other option, the Lakehead University Presidential Scholarship, this is kind of the one that I absolutely love. This is $30,000 over 4 years. So that equates out to $7,500 per year. And that's usually more than enough in order to pay for your university tuition, as well as some of your books and fees and all of that other stuff. So it's a great way of actually financing your education here. So this is awarded to 2 students annually. And the application is actually available on our website, the Lakehead website, and the scholarships. So take a look at it there. And then you need at least a minimum 90% average and some real leadership qualities, as well as significant contributions to the community, so your high school community or to your community at a broader at large. It's a fantastic, fantastic scholarship. So if you're one of those high achieving students that are very outgoing into the community and demonstrate leadership, I strongly encourage you to look at this one, because with this, we'll take the top 5 students and we'll bring you into the campus of your choice. So if you're going to Lakehead or Aurelia, we'll bring you there. We'll pay for an all expenses paid trip to Aurelia for a day to meet with us and discuss with us some of your qualities. And then the same thing, we'll bring you up to Thunder Bay as well, and so you can meet with us, get the experience of living like a student. So we'll bring you in, you'll get to stay in residence, you'll get to meet our raise, you'll get to participate in some of the student activities and student life. It's really, really great. You can see what Lakehead really is all about. It's a fun scholarship.
Now, and it's worth a lot of money too.
And it's worth a lot of money, yeah.
Not only is it fun, but like you're getting paid.
Yeah, you're getting paid to be a student. Yeah. We also have our university athletics scholarships. So if you are playing a CIS sport, or you could potentially play a university level sport, I really encourage you to outreach to any of our varsity athletic teams and the coaches and speak with them to see about potentially receiving funding to help your education, to help support you represent our Lakehead Thunderwolves, who are a great team. We have our basketball team, we have our men's hockey team, we have our ski teams, we have tons and tons of different teams available for consideration. So typically, in order to qualify for this, you need a minimum average of 80%, and you need to be working on an 18-19 Lakehead University varsity team or playing for a varsity team. So again, I really encourage you to outreach to our athletics department and our coaches there.
Yeah, and just, I mean, to kind of further that too, if you are thinking that you might be at that level of competition, check out thunderwolves.ca. They have all the sports listed there that would qualify for this. And you're looking at the varsity level sports, not the club levels, not the intramural levels. These are the varsity level sports.
So this is when you're going against and usually competing against other universities in a general league. So it's quite impressive and quite amazing what some of our athletes are able to do.
With bursaries.
Our general bursary is up to $1,500. So you could potentially get $1,500 for taking about 15 minutes of your time to apply for this. And then as soon as you do that, we're automatically going to consider you as well for our travel bursary. So if you're traveling more than 700 kilometers to your campus, so meaning if you're coming from Toronto all the way up to Thunder Bay, you could potentially qualify for a cool $800 additional on top of that, as long as you've demonstrated financial need. So it's one application to be considered for both of these. So we're looking right now, one application takes about 15 minutes, and you could receive up to $2,300. And now with that too, we also have our campus tour bursary. So have you visited Lakehead University yet? If not, why not? We've got a $500 campus tour bursary for you. So you could potentially plan a trip, come visit us if you're traveling more than 150 kilometers, and we'll cover the costs pretty much in order for you to be here. Again, up to $500. All you need to do is come back and register as a student, and that money will go towards your tuition next year. So this is a really, really great way of seeing the campus, but also getting a little bit of money out of it as well too. So all you need to do in this one, visit the campus by July 15th of next year. So you've got plenty of time.
So let's move
So
on here. What
yeah.
do we have next? We have our specialist high skills major.
So if you remember the awards, this is where we're looking for. So with our specialist high skills major, we know that there are some programs that are specialist that you're taking in high school that are a part of that specialist high skills major, and we want to help you build upon them. So if you're in arts and culture, business, environment, health and wellness, mining, sports, any of those ones, these are programs that you could potentially receive. So all it is an application that'll go live January 1st, and then from there, it's a deadline of April 15th, and you'll be able to potentially qualify for $500 if you have passed those courses. So this is our way of helping you.